Before we start this video, get over to bityard.com, guys. You know I've been trading with them for about 4 months now. I love this platform. Easy to use and different from crypto spot trading. Crypto contracts allow you to have a fixed profit amount and fixed risk. And all you do is set your global settings on how much you want to take profit, up to 500% and as low as 10% risk on the stop loss. Get over to bityard.com. Check them out. Link in the description below. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is July 27th, 2020. Shout out to my man, one of the YouTube members, that is Wired Sparks, for the song request. OT Genesis, push it. Go get the money. Go get the money. That's what we getting today, people. It is a green day in the crypto world, and I hope you guys are enjoying that for sure. We're going to talk about today a few things. One, of course, being that Bitcoin touched that 11,000, very close. On some exchanges it did hit 11k, but overall we're really in a great position technically speaking, and I'm going to go over what has occurred over the weekend. A technical break, and we've been talking about this for about a week and a half to watch this movement. I gave you guys a warning when we broke out of the pennant that was inside this overall long-term pennant that we just actually broke as well. So we're looking good. I'm going to give you some levels where you should be watching to position yourself as a safe catch if things do fall back. But I don't think we're going to do that. We'll look at the details there here in a second. And also out of you today, we're going to look at pending Ethereum transactions now reaching 165,000, almost 166,000 to be exact, from this massive DeFi demand, and it is clogging up the network. We all know that there's been a revival in the demand for Ethereum because of this DeFi movement. It's like a second life for Ethereum since the ICO boom. So we'll take a look at the details on exactly what's happening with the Ethereum network being clogged up. And lastly, I want to talk about the Hedera Hashgraph now being available on Simplex. I'll give you guys a full overview of Simplex. Not the herpes. No, that's the first thing I think of when I hear Simplex. But no, they're an Israeli-based global fiat payment processor. Pretty big. And now HBAR joins the list of the major hitters: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, and Litecoin as a token you can now purchase through their platform. So we'll take a quick look at that. All that coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. All right, let's take a look at this heat map today. We've got Bitcoin up almost 10%. Look at that, 10,836 bucks. Ethereum's up 3.8%. It had its tear well before Bitcoin, so it's not moving as fast. But if you take a look at the last week and a half, Bitcoin is definitely underperforming Ethereum. Litecoin up 12% to $53.92. EOS is up also 5.6% to $2.86. Binance up as well, $19.68 trading right now. The majors look pretty healthy today. I've got a long contract open over on Bityard for BCH, and I'm long Ethereum on Dudex. So we're looking good on the leverage trades. And of course, I've got my algo running the Bitcoin versus dollar and Ethereum versus dollar trades over there. That is also going ham. We close out of the Bitcoin trade. As you can see, that yellow dot orange arrow a little prematurely, but we are still definitely in our long trade on Ethereum. Look at that. We got into our long trade last week at $241. We're now at $322. That is a position as far as percentage gains of 33%. That's spot 33%, not leveraged. So you got to multiply that by however much you're leveraging on, BitMEX, for example. That's where we're trading the algo. So we're going to get the money today, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the technicals when it comes to Bitcoin. I circled and pointed out that this was a huge move for us at this yellow circle here. This breakout was critical, and I also drew a yellow line because I was going to take profit if we breached this point. We never did. I mean, it just bounced off of it perfectly and also breached the long-term. I'm going to zoom out here for you. The long-term pennant. That is huge news, guys. I mean, this is really a bullish move for us in the crypto game to see a breach above this long-term pennant the way we have today. So what does this mean? Well, it means something significant because we've breached this area, which was the last pretty much like V shape, right? Or upside down V. We also breached this point and we breached this point. So if we hold these levels, guess where we're going? We're going for that, people. And that takes us to 12,300 to try to score a point there. And then ultimately 13,855 bucks roughly on Coinbase is a big area for us to look at this. So this is where the market is trying to go. I'm just letting you know we may have some oscillations in between there, but ultimately we want to go for this area. That's where the market is trying to go. So prepare yourself. DeFi's got smacked today. So really this is an opportunity for you if you're hot in the DeFi game to dollar cost average in and be prepared for the next wave up. When people take profits from Bitcoin, they're going to take profits in USD Tether, of course, but also some of these DeFi tokens, because that's the hot industry right now in cryptos. So that's what I've been doing. I bought Lend last week at 29 cents and at 25 cents. So I'm dollar cost averaging down. So I'm thinking on the way back up, I'm going to make huge gains, because when I bought it at 29 cents, it was already down like 30%, 25% from its highs, I believe. So great position. I like buying on the lows. I look for the charts. You know, people look at top gainers or hottest coins. No, wait and find the list of the worst performing coin. And of course, the project has to have some substance. I'm not saying just buy anything that's down, but you wait for the down days to buy, because you have a quicker return on your investment in that type of scenario. So that's where we are with things, guys. This is crazy though. We're having a bang out week already, starting off strong. But let's take a look at this Ethereum transaction issue that's going on the network. 165, almost 166,000 pending transactions from this massive DeFi demand. According to data from Etherscan, pending transactions soared to as high as 165,711 transactions on July 22nd. Pending transactions refer to requests to process payments or smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. So look at this. This is crazy. Ethereum network pending transactions chart, and this is from July 22nd to July 26th. So yesterday. So as you can see, it's starting to surge back up. It was already high, but now we're seeing another rise in that delay. The simultaneous increase in pending transactions and the median transaction fee indicates a spike in demand for Ethereum. Okay, it's a problem in the short term, a good sign of growth potential for the long term, they say. The two aforementioned key metrics suggest two things. First, it shows that Ethereum blockchain networks users activity is rising and is reflective of the price of ETH, of course. And secondly, it indicates that the need for ETH 2.0 and scaling solutions has become dire. I told you guys, you better get that 32 ETH. It's getting more and more expensive. I've been telling you guys, it's going to get even more expensive. You don't want to be waiting around and paying $30,000 or $20,000 to allocate ETH for an Ethereum 2.0 node. You just don't want to wait that long. There's no reason for you to do that. It goes on to talk about the verifiable user activity on DeFi protocols could carry more significance than unconfirmed activity on ICOs. The recent spike in demand was caused by legitimate user demand. This is very true. In the past, there were instances wherein the Ethereum blockchain was swamped with bot transactions that slowed down the network. Industry experts believe that DeFi protocols or projects have a better value proposition than ICOs that emerged several years ago. And I have to agree with them there. They absolutely do. There's real utility going on the network when it comes to this DeFi. That to me is not the concern. My concern is regulatory risk. That's the tailwind that we have to deal with. Again, it's the same concept, but in a different way. I'm concerned about regulatory risk from the SEC coming in and saying, hey, these DeFis have to be regulated under X, Y, Z, and then that just slows everything down. That causes a higher barrier to entry for a lot of these DeFis because they're not really decentralized, right? We all know that. Most of them aren't decentralized at all in that manner because there still is an entity behind the project. So the SEC or any of these other organizations around the globe can start going after these companies. So we'll have to see what happens if they start clamping down on DeFi in that manner. That's the only thing I see as a headwind for DeFi. Not that it is any of these scams like we had in the ICO boom, which is a better position to be in. I have to admit, definitely a better position to be in. It goes on to say in the medium term, ETH 2.0 appears to be the most favorable solution to the recent spike in user activity on Ethereum. When ETH 2.0 launches, it would bring Ethereum closer to a full pivot The proof of stake consensus algorithm, a POS algorithm, would allow for more efficient processing of data and reduce the likelihood of network flaws as it eliminates miners on the network. Yeah, this is true. I'm not going to say I'm a advocate of Ethereum 2.0 to that extent. I like things that are kind of outside the box, outside the block, right? Hedera, right? Example. It's not a blockchain. It's a hash graph. Just to kind of just, to me, spread your risk and have a well-balanced portfolio, because ultimately every other project is a blockchain. Whether it's done better than others, it's different consensus algorithms, XYZ. But to have something that's totally in a separate group, like a hash graph with Hedera, what they're doing, I think that the pendulum is going to swing, and it may swing in that direction. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's good to see the clog from DeFi, because that is more demand. It shows that there's more demand for these DeFi projects. Again, my only issue and the potential risks that I see is that the regulatory agents may come in and start really slowing this growth up. You know, they don't like to see regular people get rich that easily or that fast. I'm trying to tell you. And so speaking of Hedera, we can take a look at that one out of NASDAQ. It looks like you can now buy Hedera Hashgraph's HBAR token via Simplex. It says that in a statement, Simplex said the integration will enable users to buy and sell HBAR with a credit or debit card using its global platform. Simplex is a European licensed financial institution that provides global fiat infrastructure to enable secure credit card and processing for the crypto industry. It already supports the host of cryptocurrencies on its platform, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, and Litecoin. Hedera Hashgraph launched its network in September and has since processed over 200 million transactions worldwide. They're really on a path now with support from Google. If you guys don't know, they joined their governing council, which I love. You've got companies like Boeing and Avery Dennison, IBM, and Tata also on the governing board. Great. This is what you got to look for. You know, I'm not trying to shield. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I saw Bitcoin early. I'm not right all the time, of course not. But Bitcoin was a hit. I'm looking at Hedera now as being that next real big home run. And also EOS. I'm still waiting for that to manifest and mature. Telos, another one. I think even has more promising upside than EOS just because of its small market cap. But let's see what happens. Just wanted to give you guys an update, and I will continue to update you on Hedera as I really start to dive deep into the community and see more and more progress. So lastly, of course, Bitcoin price nears 11,000 for the first time in a year. Who said Bitcoin was boring and stable? Well, we know who, Peter Schiff. For the past 2 months, Bitcoin was trading sideways in between 9 and 10,000. And within the last 30 days, that band got even tighter and Bitcoin generally stayed below 9,500. It was a period of near historical stability for the coin, so much so that Binance CEO jokingly said traders had taken to calling Bitcoin a stable coin. That's funny. That all changed over the weekend, of course. Bitcoin finally managed to break through this barrier, closing around 9,700. Bitcoin broke 10,000 per coin on Sunday, and it just went on and on from there. According to the market analytics speaking to Bloomberg, if Bitcoin maintained this trend and succeeded in moving past 10,500 marker, which it has, the future could be very bright indeed. That price, they say, remains a resistance band that Bitcoin will need to break above to signal the next move to resistance at 13,800, and that's exactly where I have the next marker for Bitcoin. So let's see what the day does, right? We got to see a close. I'm going to bring this up. We got to see this candle here close, this long candle close above 10,500, which is around here, somewhere around there. Once we see this candle close today, at the end of today, that is very good news. We may see a small sell-off tomorrow's candle, on the formation of tomorrow's candle, but as long as we stay above here for today, which I can't see us retracing 340, 350 points today to close back below here. If we do, that is a very bearish sign, because that will almost be a shooting star if we produce a wick like that. So we're looking good so far. We'll see what happens, and hope you guys are plugged in and locked and loaded and ready for this wave. A lot of the altcoins, again, DeFi and such, were hit hard today. Take advantage of that. Load up. Not financial advice, just telling you the strategy I use to be a successful investor and trader. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, of course, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. Shout out to my main man, Wired Sparks, one of the YouTube members. Thank you for the additional support. He wanted to hear the OT Genesis Push It song, so we're going to rock out to that. If you find this video informative, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Push it. Holla.